Hey everybody, we are live from AirsoftCon 2019. We got the Peltast.
And we got the Kaiju. And who's in the middle?
Matt Horner.
Titan Power.
Titan.
What's up, guys?
Power!
They make all of your electricity needs. Anything you want. They'll power your house, I think. I don't know. I'm just
Do you do solar?
We could. We don't yet.
You guys speak up.
Wait, we could. We don't yet.
Okay.
How would you have a solar gun? Would you do like a panel on your helmet?
We've actually talked about making like a solar-powered crane stock, but then it very quickly digressed into making like a crane stock with a vape in it, and we just like it's downhill. Yeah.
What about a crank battery? Like get a little crank on the side of the stock when it dies?
You're already doing it with the Odin, and you may as well
You might as well just crank away and you're good to go, right? You know what
there
I mean?
you go.
So, just to give a quick background, so Titan Power started off with like RC batteries.
That's correct. Yes.
Remote control batteries.
Yes.
Whether it's planes, helicopters, cars, whatever. So how long ago did they jump into airsoft?
Right. So we've been in the airsoft industry for about 2 years now. More so this last year has been more public. It's been kind of a ramp up as we get out of our infancy. We still have a long ways to go. But like you said, we started in Trent's basement building RC car batteries. And it very quickly progressed into an actual business whenever NASA called us and was like, we need a battery and nobody else can make it. Can you guys do it? There's this crazy robot called...
Whoa. There's Titan Power batteries in space?
Yes.
Not in space.
It's
space.
You've got to look it up. It's called the Super Ball Bot on YouTube.
Wait.
Okay.
So are you a member of Space Force?
I'm not.
Are you?
I wasn't
Can you hook us up?
Are you a
I went.
Space Force agent?
I can have my guys talk to their guys. We'll see what we can do.
Space Force.
There might
call
be a
us up.
patch coming.
Oh, a patch.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but
Space Force
Super
patch.
Ball Bot, it's this weird, crazy robot that like walks on top of each other, and it has all these little tubes. There's nowhere to put a battery on it except in the tubes. And so whenever we finished that project, it was like this, but it was like 6 times as long.
Oh, wow.
And we were like, you know what?
Was that like 8 cells?
Yeah. And so we were like, but the diameter of it, we were like, I wonder if this will fit in a buffer tube, because I've been an avid airsofter for 11 years. And so when we finished that project, it was like, it clicked, and we were like, why don't people use lithium ion in airsoft? And that's when the investigation started happening, research and development, and now we're here.
Well, what I like the most, especially because I actually own one of these.
Yeah.
I really dig them. What's the
He
capacity?
only owns one.
Only one.
I have 2. I got the
One.
AK-1 too.
Okay.
But here's the kicker: is you only need one.
Right.
It lasts me all weekend.
Right.
So what's the capacity on this? It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So this is our 11-1 nunchuck. It's 2,600 milliamp,
2,600. That's like 3 weekends of playing.
which is actually the smallest milliamp size that we offer. We also have a 5,200 milliamp 11-1
5,200.
and a 7,000 milliamp nunchuck 7.4.
Dude, so if you want that LMG powered on the back of your airsoft technical, you need the 7,000
Yes.
milliamp
I
lithium ion
don't need
battery.
a technical. I just want to be Rambo. I'm just gonna be out there shooting all day from the hip. That's
No
what I
gun.
want.
So I'm actually geeking out because I enjoy the science just as
Right.
much as this guy does. But what are some, I know them, but for our viewers, what are some myths about airsoft batteries?
Oh man, I think the biggest myth is C rating. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I think C rating is only half the equation. So when you look at one of these batteries, it's 10C, which a lot of people are like, whoa, that's not enough, right?
I know, right?
But you multiply the C rating by your milliamp to give your true amp hour output.
Correct.
So a 10C 2600 milliamp
It's 26,000.
it's exactly the same to a 20C 1300 milliamp.
Yeah.
So they're comparable because you
okay.
multiply the two numbers to get the output.
So,
Yeah.
so C is not actually just a pure discharge rating.
It's not.
It's a rating for a math problem. to
It's
figure out
part
your
of the
discharge.
equation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I also
Remember
think
that.
Yeah, I think another myth, in my opinion, is people don't understand voltage because they just think, oh, capacity, that's how much juice is in the tank.
Right.
Well, technically yes, but you never want the voltage to drop below a certain level.
Right.
So like each one of these cells is 3.7 volts. So 2 is 7.4, 3 is 11.1.
Correct.
You never want your voltage to drop below, we'll say, 3 or 3.1 volts, which is about what, 80% roughly? Because then that's when your battery starts getting damaged. You start degrading your recharge cycles, things like that. So if you have one of those digital chargers that shows you your voltage that is very, very important.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit!
Wow.
What was that?
What was that? Oh my goodness.
I sensed evil.
Yeah.
Did anybody else sense
Something.
evil
It was
a
just.
second
It was a
ago?
presence.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
So what else do you have to
Well, so let's talk about that. So I think the best way that you could describe a lithium-ion battery is in nearly every scenario. If you can run this down to where your motor stops turning, and this battery will still be within its safe operating range.
Yep.
You haven't drained it completely.
You really can't go to zero
Exactly.
with the lithium
Exactly.
ion.
Can you? Does it matter how you store it? Do you have to store it charged or uncharged?
This is a weird question because obviously it's a battery. You need to store it at spec of what it says. But we play so often it doesn't matter. These are going to lose 1% capacity every 2 months in your closet.
So that
really,
gives you what, like 10 years before it
right?
gets down to 50%?
We've had a pack since 2012, and it's on like I don't know. I'd have to do the math. We haven't checked it in almost 6 months.
The
But
the static discharge of a lithium
It's
ion
very low.
is so low
Yeah.
compared to a lipo.
now long-term storage, yes, you definitely want to follow all lithium.
Yeah, don't leave it in your
procedures.
gun.
Yeah.
One, unplug it, remove it
Right.
from your gun. Like I store mine in actually a lipo safety
Right.
sack.
Oh, I recommend that completely.
It's-
If you don't have a safety
Yeah.
sack, you shouldn't have lipo.
You need
Right.
a sack.
You need
Yeah.
a sack
Get
for
a
your
big
lipos.
sack for yourself.
Big sack
Big
of
sack.
lipos. So what else you got going on here? I saw
Yeah.
this cool charger. It's got a digital. Tell me about it, man.
So this is our digital lithium battery charger. This will work for lipos and our lithium ions. The cool thing is it charges at 1.5 amps, so it's very speedy to charge.
So how fast is it going to go from 0 to 100 on this?
0 to
2600?
100, it'd be about 2 hours.
2 hours. That is
Yep.
fast. So I know there's a lot of players out there. I'm bad about this. I forget to put my batteries in the charger the night
Right.
before I go out.
Right.
But all you gotta do is get up a little
Right.
early, and now you're charged.
Well, the
ready for
best
day.
thing is if you're using lithium ion, you don't even have to do that because you can charge them weeks in advance and forget about it.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, see, so if you're a lazy airsofter like me, you need to talk to
Lazy.
these guys. Lazy softers.
Yep.
Oh, awesome.
I feel a new patch. Lazy softer.
Oh, we need to do
New
that.
patch.
We're calling that.
Yep.
That's ours, not
You guys
you.
got it.
We're claiming that one.
You guys got it.
So is this the small replacement for, like, for instance, HPA
Yes.
motors and stuff like that?
Yes. So this is our HPA battery. A lot of players are concerned about the little bulge right here. This actually isn't a puff because lithium ion batteries can't puff. This is a printed
And
circuit.
why?
Because
It's
they're
a metal casing.
metal can't expand.
Exactly.
So this is actually a printed circuit board. This is our smart chip inside our HPA cell. If you leave it plugged into an active drawing system like a Wolverine or a Polar Star and forget about it like I always do, if you have a LiPo, it's going to kill it. You're going to need a new one. This chip will actually cut that voltage off whenever it gets to that danger low territory.
Oh, right.
To where it just shuts it off. And then when you plug it into the charger, it kicks it back on, charges it, you're ready to go again.
Nice.
And that's what's cool about there are not a lot, but there are some airsoft products out there that are designed to protect your battery. Like the Gate Titan
Yes.
V2, for example, there's a setting in the settings to where you can have it monitor the voltage of your battery. You can have it shut off at 3.4 volts or 3.2 volts. It also has statistics that'll tell you peak voltage,
Right.
average voltage, minimum voltage. It has a lot of good information out there so you can keep your battery healthy.
That's right. That's right.
Why spend $20-$30 for something if it's just going to go in the trash the first time you
Right,
use it? You know what I
right.
mean?
Dude.
Like,
So if you spend $40, that's it.
Yep.
done. No more
You're-
batteries.
I mean, there are other cheaper brands out there for like $12, $15, but stay away. Even though they might have worked for you, one and done. You guys have a warranty.
Right.
Yep.
So is there anything that, like, you don't make a battery for? So is there someone out there that they just don't have it yet?
Yes. With all the advantages of lithium ion, there are drawbacks, and one of those is fitment.
Yeah.
Now, while I will say that we do fit in, and this is an estimated value of 90% of the airsoft guns on the market, there are certainly guns that we can't fit in. Some some PDW platforms will need the battery extension.
So you will need to go out to maybe a PEC 15 box.
Right.
And so I saw also you guys have a giant 2400 or 3600 LMG battery.
So we have the 2600 LMG batteries
Yeah.
that'll go in like the big.
So
you can zip it up.
I saw you guys actually have 3D printer files.
Yes.
to print out your own pet
That's
box
correct.
to fit your battery.
Yeah.
So how can people get a hold of that?
So it's on our website. Of course, we're not
And what is the website?
website's gettitanpower.com.
Get Titan.
Get Titan Power.
Get Titan Power.
The way that we explain the PEQ box is.
Oh, it's Cody.
Hey,
What's up,
Cody.
buddy?
That's not Cody.
Not Cody.
No, that's Rich's son.
I
Yeah.
know.
We just like calling him Cody.
Because it pisses him off.
I
Yeah.
know.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
Yeah, so the way that we describe the PEQ box, we're not a plastic company. They're not injection molded. They're 3D printed actually in our office in Idaho. But we wanted to offer a solution for those small percent of airsofters that have a front wired gun.
Awesome.
And they want to use our batteries, but they
Like
couldn't figure out
you.
how.
That's me. I'm
That's
one of
you.
those guys. Oh, you guys with your MP5 A5s,
Yep.
your P90s,
Uh-huh.
your MP7s. What else is front wired? On all your PDWs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a problem.
Evos.
Evos, that's another
Evos.
good one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because that was my biggest concern when I switched over to a smaller platform,
Right.
because I want to play all day. I don't want to dick with
Yeah.
my battery. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, like, having access to something that I could do from you guys to work with your products, awesome, dude.
Right.
Because my whole life now is where can I fit this?
Yeah.
I want to fit it in everything.
Yeah.
I want to run this on my laptop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm at.
Right.
So, anything else going on lately?
Yeah, so like they mentioned earlier, we're 100% made in the USA now. We've
Oh!
converted entire operations over to Idaho.
America.
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 Yep. And really the last thing, the big one for this weekend,
Big thing.
you want to show that to the camera?
All right. So
AirsoftTplug.com.
So,
We're making him move.
real quick while we got you here, what is a T plug? What is a Dean's
Sure.
plug? I mean, what are these terms actually mean?
So let's start with the Tamiya plug. The Tamiya plug, which sometimes you'll see in black, most of the time in yellow.
That's the RC car one,
Yep.
guys, if you don't know what he's talking about.
This is the Tamiya plug. It was developed in the 80s by the Japanese.
Been around forever.
It's been around forever, and there's, I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot wrong with it. They're very poorly constructed. I mean, this one's. I mean, if I pull on it hard enough, it'll come off. That's
I've had the negative come loose a couple
Right,
times on
right.
several batteries.
There's
So,
more resistance.
There's more resistance because there's less.
And more resistance means more heat.
Exactly.
and less power to your
Yeah,
gun.
it just means bad things. So the Dean's plug, T plug is another
T
name.
connector.
They're interchangeable with each other.
Wait. Would you say Dean's is to T connector as
Q-tip.
bio is to non-plastic?
Ooh.
All right, we're moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Change the subject. Okay, Dean's plug, T plug, same thing. Dean's is actually a trademark name by the W.S. Dean's
Oh,
family.
so it's like saying Q-tip. instead
Exactly.
of cotton
Or
swab.
Kleenex.
Kleenex.
Or
Ooh.
jacuzzi.
Right.
What's another? In the chat, tell us your favorite brand name that now we use for everything.
Right. So, speaking about T plugs, they offer greater electrical current through, so you have less resistance. They're
Nice.
more water resistant if you play those Milsim games.
And don't they stay together better a little bit?
They stay together better. And the best part about it is you don't have the cheap plastic that the clips break or it comes undone.
Oh, I've broken
So-
a couple of those.
And, you know, there's a whole movement going on, 2020,
Right.
to have all airsoft guns converted to T connectors.
But what if I have nothing but Tamayas in my gun? What am I going to do about
So that's
that?
a great question. We're actually willing to send T-plugs to fields and shops and techs all across the country and the world and get everybody converted over so we can
And-
all do this together.
Aren't you also including a T plug in the
We are.
packaging?
We
One in every battery.
That's correct.
And are you warranting that if they change out
We
the
will.
plugs?
Yes.
Do you hear that, guys? That's a warranty on you doing work.
Yep.
Just make sure you know how to solder or get somebody that
Right.
knows how to solder to do it so you don't catch yourself on fire.
Good
Right.
I
point,
don't want
good
that.
point.
Yeah, yeah.
No
We don't
fires.
want
No
that.
fires.
Yeah, fire's
That
not
is super generous,
Yeah.
man, that you guys not only are spearheading this effort,
Right.
but you're putting yourself out there to make
Right.
it possible. It's not just let's do it and
Yeah.
figure it out. It's let's make it happen for the whole community.
So Ronald with NLAirsoft.com, one of the world's biggest blogs for airsoft, actually started this movement
IWA.
at IWA. We started this over dinner talking
that's
about
SHOT
it.
Show Europe
So-
to all you guys.
Right.
Yep.
So AirsoftTplug.com. Titan is taking charge, helping Ronald talk about this. AirsoftTplug.com, guys. If you like Dean's better than Tamiya and you want to see this happen, go sign it.
Go
Make
sign
it happen.
Yep.
I've signed it.
Hey, so you guys
Have you
anything-
signed it?
Oh, he hasn't signed it yet.
Oh, we're
All
gonna
right,
have
I'll
to
go
sign
sign
it.
it.
Okay.
You're gonna
So,
hang on.
before you go-
We're gonna.
Oh, you gonna put it right on me?
You got it. You got to do it
Go
now.
Now you
no,
gotta
no.
wear
Oh,
the
no.
sticker. Now you have to wear it.
Oh, in the beard.
Yep.
It's horrible. So, anything you want to tease coming down the line in the future? Anything weird? Anything neat?
You know, I think the biggest thing is if you're interested in lithium ion and you want to try it, just grab it, try it out, see if it works with your gun. If it doesn't, contact us. We'll give you a refund. We really want everybody to try this technology because it is a better technology for airsoft.
So, safer.
Right.
Made in America.
Right.
Big capacity.
Right.
Soon coming with Deans.
Yes.
And
All right,
I just
yeah.
have to say that, so Titan Power carries lithium ion, Valken carries lithium ion. They're two very good products. Whichever your local dealer has.
Right.
Support your local shop.
Yes. Support
important.
local. It's important.
Yep.
Awesome. Dude, thank
All
you
right, man.
so much for
Awesome.
taking the time, man.
Thank
we
you
really
guys.
appreciate this.
Appreciate
dude.
it.
Thank you.
Catch you guys
See you
later.
guys.
We'll
In
be
an hour.
back at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Wait, who we got at
I
1
won't be
o'clock?
here.
Let's see.
He won't be here.
I won't be here.
No.
Who we got at 1?
Who we got? We have Tim Sargent from Chris USA at 1 o'clock.
That's
you go.
Crytek for you airsofters.
Yeah.
Part of the Chris group. They
Yep.
make some weird stuff. I don't know.
You
this might be...
guys may ask them about the T-plugs too. They're heavily involved.
Oh,
yeah.
excellent. So
Yeah.
we can keep this discussion going. Thank you so much for joining us again. AirsoftCon 2019, Titan Power. Thank you so much for giving us your
Thank
time.
you, guys.
See you guys in a little bit.
Later.